Is inquiry guided or should it be open? It's a question that science teachers have debated for at least the last decade now. You may have heard the debates. Well, I'm here at one of the research buildings on my campus to see if that gives us a little insight on whether inquiry should be guided or open. In the labs behind me, scientists here do open inquiry. They try and develop and attack questions that have never been asked before. They do open inquiry. But keep in mind that these are men and women, most of whom hold PhDs and many of whom have been working in their field for decades. They know a lot. They know a lot of science, and that helps them develop a good question and develop a good protocol and make sense of their data. And for that reason, I don't think that open inquiry is the right way to go with secondary students. They often just don't know enough to be able to do inquiry that is that open, where the teacher says, hey, start from scratch, go figure something out. I used guided inquiry when I wrote The Missing Link. So on the other side of the hall, there are students at my university who are doing guided inquiry. They're in labs where the teachers have asked them a question or asked them to sharpen a question. They've guided them in the process. They've given them a protocol or guided them in developing a protocol so that the students are getting good data. Now, they may open up the next step and say, develop a data chart or figure out a way to organize your own data, but they may guide that too. Remember, every time you open up a section of an inquiry, it can get really frustrating for kids who don't know how to do it, and it can take a lot of time. Then teachers here would guide students through the process of making an explanation and communicating it. That would be guided inquiry, and students need that if they're not going to be wandering around lost and confused. Open-ended, guided. I settled on guided when I wrote The Missing Link. Especially with a topic as complex as evolution, I didn't feel like the students needed to deal with the complex inquiry process. So every lesson you see in the book is written in the form of guided inquiry. And I hope they help you understand inquiry itself and how to teach evolution better.